So on my Facebook, in response to the video where I said that if Jesus was a rabbi, he had a wife, and that wife was Mary Magdalene, one of my followers on there had a great comment. She asked, why is it so important for Jesus to have had a wife or not? She just doesn't get it as to why it's so important. Laugh out loud. Now, to most Christian people, this isn't an important issue, and they would just as easily dismiss the idea of Jesus having a wife because that would make him more man than God. Therefore, most Christians would just say Jesus didn't have a wife and leave it at that because the Bible didn't say so. They would think that if it was important enough, the Bible would have said it. But there are multiple reasons why it was important for the writers of the Bible to make sure that Jesus did not have a wife. And on the other side, there's one very important why anyone who is spiritual and Christians themselves should realize it is valuable that Jesus would have had a wife. You see, Jesus having a wife is a tool of white supremacy. Y'all wasn't expecting that, were you? It is a form of white supremacy because it is believed that Mary Magdalene had went to France after she escaped from Israel. Now, her going to France, they say that she was pregnant by Jesus' baby. Now, her being Jesus' baby mama, she came to France, and that began the line of the Merovingians, which goes all the way up to Charlemagne. Now, by utilizing the idea that the offspring of Jesus are European now, is a form of making sure that people understand that the bloodline of Jesus Christ is now European, and therefore that's why Europeans are the superior race. Bet you didn't know about that, did you? This gave the European the moral freedom to go around the world and conquer and beat and enslave and abuse people who were of color. That way, they didn't have any moral issues with doing it. That being said, it also gave them the right to translate and rewrite the Bible in any form or fashion that they desired and to make up the rules of doctrine. But equally as important is Jesus not having a wife in order to control the spirituality of the people. How does that work? I'll explain. You see, to fully rise in your highest form of spirituality, to be able to open your crown chakra, to have and reach samadhi, the Buddha head, the Christ mind, one thing that you will have to understand is that you must come into balance between your masculine and feminine energy. That is why it is displayed within the marriage as far as two coming together and forming a balance. You see, when you work together to build that balance as a couple, then you are performing the spiritual ritual of becoming masculine and feminine in equality, but on a physical plane. And the law of gender states that when masculine and feminine are balanced, then you can manifest and create anything. Do you really think the powers of the church want you doing that?